Now it's Ask the Dietitian with Sally Sawaya from Sally's Diet Right.
Good morning, Sally Sawaya.
Good morning, Gavin.
Just walked into the studio and straight on air.
Yes.
So welcome.
Thank
Sally
you.
is from Sally's Diet Right in Rabier. And whereabouts are you in Rabier?
Just on the main road, Gavin.
Oh, good. Okay, nice
Just
and easy.
after supermarket Fahed.
Oh, okay.
On the main road directly.
Okay, cool.
In Talib.
It's actually called Fahed Your Centre. It's not called Supermarket.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, yeah, so Fahed Your Centre, and it's on the same side as Fahed?
Exactly.
And what kind of things can you help with?
I can help with weight control, weight management, weight gain or weight loss, and gastric problems, and
I have a
everything to do
gastric
with
problem
cholesterol,
today.
triglyceride. Tell me.
I'm an only child. Sorry, I completely interrupted
That's-
Sally to talk about my problem.
That's fine. Yeah, so it's pretty bad. You've got terrible stomachache
I know.
this morning.
I've been lying on the table.
And you
for
didn't
half
want
the
to take
show.
the day off because they're
You would have killed me.
No, well, they would accuse you of not being ill again.
I know, right? Anyways, yesterday I had a
faking
different
it.
problem. Today I have a stomach problem. But no, I'm here. I think it's because of a latte. So I got this latte and I accidentally forgot to remove it from the car when I was going up to do whatever. And I left it in the car for maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And then when I came back, the car was so hot that the coffee was still hot. And I thought,
Hooray.
oh, great, I
I
can
can
drink
have
my
it.
coffee.
Oh, my
But
God.
it's milk, right? So I
Yes.
think it's probably from that.
Everything that's high in protein, like milk, dairy, meats,
Yeah.
chicken, fish, they are very prone to spoilage. So
It
maximum.
tasted good.
Yeah, I know, but because it's still hot, but definitely the bacteria grew in there and now it's in your tummy.
Oh.
So
Because I'm feeling so much like I don't know, it's just like bloated and moving and it's just gross.
yeah, I know. Just have your hot drinks
Yeah,
for
I'm having
now.
tea now.
If you're still feeling so bad and like 48 hours, then you need to take some medicine, most probably.
I hope it goes away.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, stomachache is horrible.
So don't leave your lattes out. Drink your latte right away.
Well, nobody is going to drink a latte after 2 hours.
Except for Olga.
I know. Anyway, Sally from Sally's Diet Right. Your top 5 things. What is it this morning, Sally?
It's 5 things to check out when you're looking at the food label.
Those
this is
labels are too
good.
small for my eyesight, and I'm too vain to wear glasses. So I have no idea what those things say.
Okay.
It's like the nutrition, like little
Nutrition
graph
facts.
thing.
The graph, but before the graph, we'll talk about something else to look for.
Okay.
So the nutrition labels on cans and packets of stuff.
Yes.
Number 5.
The list of ingredients.
Okay, so that you have to look at.
You have to look at it because I've always mentioned that they put the list of ingredients from the highest in weight to the lowest.
So
For
whatever there's in the
example-
beginning, there's the most of.
Exactly. So if, for example, it's something and they add a lot of sugar, so they put the sugar, the first or second ingredient, then you need to avoid that because, it's
That means there's
too
a lot of
high in
sugar.
sugar. And also it helps you pinpoint if someone has an allergy. And the the things that they are allergic for is found in the list of ingredients. They need to avoid that product.
Of course, yeah.
So it helps in both cases.
Okay.
Number
And
4. This list of things you need to look out for on the packets of food and stuff.
And now it's the table. We look at the serving size.
Ah, that's true. They trick you sometimes.
Yes, and I got tricked once. So it was a small chocolate bar. I thought it was like 25 grams, and then they put like the values they put on the packet is for one serving. It was half that small chocolate bar, and I ate it all. For example, so you get to double the values that you eat in, the calories and the nutrients.
Yeah,
so
the
it's very
serving size-
important to check the serving size.
And sometimes the serving size, I feel, is smaller than what you would actually eat.
True.
Like,
True.
they would put like just a tiny little amount, and you're like, I have to multiply that by like 4
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
account for what I just ate.
These
True.
companies are evil. Number 3.
The calories per serving.
Okay.
So again, if for example that can contains like 2 servings and you have the whole can, not half the can, then you need to double the calories. Instead of 150, 300 and becomes too much.
Okay. Sometimes they
So
write
check
that
it out.
kg, kilojoules, I guess.
Yes, kilojoules is the kilocalories multiplied by 4.18.
Okay.
So check out the calories
I
because
Googled it.
we're just normally used to calories here.
Yeah.
Number 2, the ingredients list on cans, what you need to look out for.
Check for the nutrients that you need to lower in your diet, like cholesterol, saturated fat, trans fats, and sodium.
So those things are actually
And
listed
sugar,
in
of
the
course.
graph.
It is listed in the graph. Just check, like if it's less than 5% of the daily value. They sometimes puts how much is recommended to be eaten. If it's less than 5%, it's good. If it's too high, then you'd better avoid it or compare products and check which one is the better option. information.
Okay.
Should we never ever be eating trans fats?
Yes, it should be 0%. And lots of companies are trying to go to 0 levels of trans fats.
Is there another name for trans fat?
Yes, hydrogenated vegetable oil.
Oh, I've seen that a lot.
Yes.
So
But check the list of ingredients. Here it's written under the list of ingredients, but
Okay.
in the graph it's written as trans fats.
And we should be avoiding that completely.
Yes.
And number one, the things we need to be looking out for.
Look out for the nutrients that you need to increase. Sometimes we forget that we need to have more fiber because fiber is listed there. Vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, iron. These are the things that we need to increase. So again, you can compare the products, and when you check that, for example, you can meet like 50% of your calcium needs with this or 20% with this yogurt, not that. So just choose the one that is most suitable and helps you meet your vitamins and minerals recommendation.
Great.
Amazing.
Sally is from Sally's Diet Right. If you have a question for her, anything to do with nutrition, with dieting, anything like that, our WhatsApp number is 03-887-000. What would you like to ask Sally Sawaya from Sally's Diet Right this morning?
Now it's Ask the Dietitian with Sally Sawaya from Sally's Diet Right.
My hands are full of soap. I just went to the bathroom and there's no water coming out of the tap for some reason.
Yeah.
So I'm now trying to wipe all this soap off my hands.
Maybe get like a Kleenex?
Well, I've got Kleenex, but it's still, my fingers are still soapy. Now this all the equipment is covered in soap.
That sucks.
But it's better than the usual sticky stuff that it's covered in. So, Sally Sawaya, Sally's Diet Right, 03-887-000. What have we got this morning?
Okay, so somebody's saying, hello, Sally, what is your take on fat-burning supplements, and are they safe to consume, especially for the heart? Or are there any DIY drinks that you can boost fat loss, which are better? So
Okay.
sort of like natural things that you
Drinks,
can do.
yeah, definitely for fat burners, fat blockers. There are always a lot of side effects associated with these supplements and pills. Namely, so because he was asking about the heart, so sometimes they do heart palpitations, anxiety, headaches, insomnia. You don't sleep well at night. So there are lots of side effects. So and the safety and efficacy is really not well documented. So better avoid. Go for a normal diet and exercise, have a lifestyle change. And with respect to the fluids and the drinks, also there's nothing really that targets fat burning. So you need only a
There's
lifestyle
no
change.
easy way out.
Yes.
Hey guys, can you ask Sally the following? How can I gain weight while going to the gym? What should I eat and what supplements could help me? So somebody trying to gain weight.
So somebody trying to bulk up. How do we bulk up at the gym?
Yeah, definitely strength training can help you gain weight by building up your muscle, that's for sure. And then you need to eat more frequently, especially if you are underweight. Sometimes you feel fuller faster. So try to break up your meals to 6 rather than 3, and make sure that you eat really nutritious food during those meals. So make sure you top it up. For example, if you're having a pasta dish, make sure you add some cheese. If you're having salads, make sure you add some nuts, avocados. So always add some milk, for example, in your soups. So always top things off with protein foods, and try some smoothies.
Okay.
For example, instead of having normal plain water, here you can have shakes, for example, with yogurt or milk, and have some fresh fruits inside, add some avocados, sprinkle some ground flax seeds. So again, we're increasing the calories and having healthy food.
And what about putting protein powder in those drinks as well?
Yes, you can do that. If you're exercising heavily, Gavin, yes, instead of adding the milk, for example, if it's milk is not accessible or yogurt, you can add on your fruits, you can add a scoop of protein shake, for example, 25 grams of proteins, and top it off with a healthy fat.
Can you take too much protein?
Yes, of course you can take too much, and then it's a load on your kidneys. It's not really advisable to
so
go
that's not good.
overboard. Yes, there are some side effects with high protein diets or more protein than usual. And definitely more protein means more calories, and it can be accumulated as fat in the body.
There was this actor who was bulking up, and he took his food with him wherever he went, and he had to eat like every 2 hours, and he had these like little strips of meat that he used to eat every 2 hours.
Yeah, I forgot who it was, but I remember you doing that story.
Yeah.
Have Have some nuts or cheese strings if you want. Have other snacks, peanut butter
love
sandwiches.
Those stringy cheese things.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But won't cheesy things make you put weight on, like fat?
Yeah, but because
Has
this
to
guy
be
wants
light
to
cheese,
have extra weight, so the extra weight will come from fat and from muscle, Gavin.
Okay.
So cheese is an excellent source of protein, and it has some fat. So we always recommend the white cheeses.
Do love cheese. 03-887-000.
So a couple of people actually asking for the exact opposite thing. Somebody has a wedding, I think in 6 weeks, and so what can she do to lose a good amount of fat? And also Vanessa from Radio 1.
Yeah.
She's not with us anymore, but she's still in Lebanon, and she says, I'm going to Sydney by the end of May, finally. So she's going to visit her fiance, or Sleiman, he's there. So from now until then, I need to stop eating, she says. What do you recommend? Because I'm coming back with extra 5 kilos.
Yeah, don't stop eating, that's for sure. And the lady for the wedding, we should have started like in March, February, March, because we don't want to lose so much weight in a very short period of time, because we will be losing the muscle and the water, and then you will plateau, and you will not be losing from your fat stores we really want to lose. So it is achievable, but you may want to exercise more self-control, but don't go on a fat diet. Just visit a dietitian near you or me, and then we can do a personalized diet. Vanessa, you look great.
Yeah, she looks
Just
amazing.
Enjoy.
You don't need to lose
Yes.
weight, Vanessa. What else? Somebody's asking...
And exercise for sure, I forgot to mention.
Yes, Vanessa, exercise. I recently stopped smoking and trying to follow a healthy lifestyle. So what are the things that I can eat whenever I have a craving for a cigarette without worrying that it would have an effect on my weight? And what are the foods that boost my immune system?
Okay, that's a good question, because normally when we stop smoking, you gain like 2 to 3 kilos because, you stop. So, and you love to snack on things. So it's important to have with you some dried fruits, fresh fruits, unsalted nuts, a handful. Don't have too much or else you'll accumulate calories and fat. So be careful. Have some small sandwiches, some toast, whole grain toast with labneh or cheese. There are loads of ideas for snacks, and vegetables, sure, like cherry tomatoes, carrots. Because you would love the crunching. The crunching sensation gives you that
satisfaction.
A satisfaction, yes, exactly. And as for the foods that boost the immunity, it's the fruits and vegetables, because they're rich in nutrients and antioxidants. And protein foods, of course, they are important, especially salmon, which is rich in omega-3, and available also in nuts.
Somebody's asking, Sally, does beer have a lot of calories or not? Because there's different options and facts about this. So
it's moderate in calories. Like a whole bottle is like 150, 160 calories. So it's moderate in calories.
How many teaspoons of sugar in one bottle of beer?
I'm not actually sure, Gavin, but we normally, because it's measured, it's alcohol. It's what counts rather than...
Is it more or less than a can of soda?
No, definitely less.
Oh, okay.
So it's better to
Definitely
drink
less.
beer.
Yeah, it
From
depends.
that perspective.
Enjoy everything in moderation.
Speaking of something else that's a drink, I want to ask Sally about aloe vera lychee drink. Does it contain a lot of sugar?
We had a question about aloe vera that it's not advisable to eat.
Oh, really?
You only can put it. You can put it on your skin, but it's not edible. I remember that question very well. So I'm not really sure about that drink, if it's available here anyway.
And if it contains a lot of sugar, usually juices do, even if they're natural.
Now,
Yeah.
here's a good question. The one in red at the bottom there. That's interesting.
Yeah. Morning, Sally. Morning, all. Is it true that proteins from red meat are more absorbed by muscles than protein from other sources while on steroids?
Oh, on steroids.
Okay, we don't recommend being on steroids, that's for sure. But it's not the protein, it's actually the iron in meat. The iron in meat is well absorbed, is better absorbed than the iron in vegetable sources. And that's why we say have some red meat, because it's the best source of iron, especially for women and children. But definitely you can have it from other sources like beans and green leafy vegetables.
Okay.
So is it absorbed more, the red meat
Yes.
protein?
No, it's almost the same.
But it's just the iron.
Yes, but the thing is not about the iron also, it's about the amino acids in the meat. It's complete. It's a complete protein in meat. Whereas if you take the protein from vegetable sources, you need to combine vegetable sources to get the complete meat and the protein in meat. So that's either a combination of plant or the meat.
Right.
Another question, are tuna cans healthy? And are they advised to eat? Because I have tuna all the time, especially from cans.
Yes, they are healthy. They are a lean protein source, which is a low-fat protein source. However, because tuna is actually a big fish and it may contain mercury, so we don't really recommend that you exceed 2 to 3 cans.
A week?
So maximum 2 to 3 cans a week.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
That's I don't think I eat more than that.
No, but some weightlifters will have 2 to 3 cans
every day
after their workout.
Oh.
And what sort of symptoms do you get if you have mercury poisoning?
Normally it goes to the head, to the brain, Gavin.
Oh, what happens?
Yes, I don't know, degeneration of some neurons.
Oh no! Is this why weightlifters are a bit strange?
Another person asking what's the difference between white bread and brown bread, or also like white, brown, and whole grain?
Yeah, it's we always recommend that we avoid white bread because it's the refined grain. They strip it of its outer layer and now it's lower in nutrients and fiber. And that's why we go more for the whole grain, which contains all the components of the grain, the endosperm, the germ, and the bran, which gives all the nutrients, all the fiber, and it's associated with good health and a good healthy weight. So go for whole grain more.
Okay. And one last question. What is the ideal calorie intake for a snack? So when we're thinking of snacks, how many calories is
Less
that?
than 150.
Okay, so less than 150.
Yeah.
Okay, so those Nutella bars were perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Sally.
You are welcome.
Sally from Sally's Diet Right. How can we get in touch with you, Sally?
My Facebook page, Sally's Diet Right. The right is spelled RITE, or my website, sallysdietright.com.
Thank you, Sally.
We the best music. Another one. DJ Khaled. Yeah, you're looking at the truth, the money never lies.